One, two, one, two. It's the Shanny JackMe show. Tuning in. It's been a minute. I don't even know how to act. I don't even know what the hell I be doing now. Somebody come on live and tell me what to fucking do, cause I straight don't know. We we're here only for a little while because, like I said, I don't even know right now. But it is a beautiful day. It's a fantastic Saturday, and I'm glad to be here. And it's a good thing. We rocking it. I'm on West Side Misfits. No, I ain't on West Side Misfits, but I am on West Side Misfits territory. But I'm on Misfits Radio. I'm on Misfits Radio. I just see West Side Misfits join. That's what I saw, and I'm like, okay. So, um, here we go. I'm with DJLab in the building, and you can catch us live every day. We're pretty late today. It's 3 o'clock, but it's usually on at 2.
My
and
bad.
then no, but that's okay. Cause see, some days I'll be late.
I know
And
how you hate that lateness.
I
thing.
hate it too, but if, you have to adjust sometimes, and that's all that matters. As long as we're prepared. As long as we're prepared. Thank you. You're welcome. Something to brighten the day. You're very, very welcome. I thought they were cute. I hope you like them because I thought they were very cute, and I feel like you deserve that. You really do. So shout out to West Side Misfits, Rika in the building. I got let me see what I did. I kind of tried to come up with something to come up with today. And if anybody's tuning in, they would like to go live and like to talk, tune in. Come in at any time. I really would appreciate a little conversation from not just myself in lab, but from you guys. So if you have anything you want to ask or anything you want to say, you want to go off on a motherfucker as long as it's not me, you can do that. So don't come on here with nothing, what I'm saying. I can't take it. I really hope don't nobody come on here with nothing. But I really don't have those kind of problems.
That's right.
I really don't. Sometimes I be wanting some fake action, somebody,
Right,
I'm like,
you want
damn,
some fake
man.
drama?
Yeah, I'm like, when somebody start something, damn, will a bitch call a bitch phone or ask me about they nigga or something? I wish somebody would do that. But
Hey, Shan,
what?
this is Shirley.
Right. Yeah, I need somebody to call me with a woman thing. Before I can cuss that motherfucker out. I'm talking about, bitch, you got me fucked up calling me about your nigga.
Right.
Come on
you
now.
need to be
So,
checking him.
yes, please don't. So I want drama, but you better come with it the right way. Don't come with that old crazy ass shit. But no, I kind of not came up, but looked at some nice little questions to ask.
Okay, let's go.
Let's see. And if anybody's watching and listening and would like to add in or will answer, that'll be fine. Okay, so would you prefer to lose all the memories you have now or never be able to make any new memories?
Huh. That's a hard question.
Right,
There's no right answer to that.
No.
I would prefer to make new memories.
So you don't want to remember the old ones?
Not well. Like, let me ask a question though. It's a caveat to that
No,
question.
yeah, let's talk about
Will
it.
I remember my kids and stuff?
Yeah, right. It didn't go into detail in depth.
Okay.
But so we just gonna go
We
to
just
the
talking about
depth of it. How we
superficial.
right.
Okay. Yeah, I can get rid of the superficial stuff. Make some new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
I said I just put some crack in my mouth. This fucking racetrack cup. Hold on, y'all. Should definitely be ashamed. And I am ashamed.
Right.
Really am. But would you prefer to lose all your memories you have now or never be able to create? Oh my goodness. Okay. I would say to keep my memories. I would like to keep my memory.
You like to keep what you have now.
Right.
But what if something good in the future comes
And so when
along?
I'm missing something good in the future.
Right.
But see, what I think about when I think about that, how would I live to not be able to create memories?
My thought is if I get rid of the old ones, I won't remember them. So I'm bound to do the same thing over again.
So you think the new memory that you create is gonna
It'll
be
be probably
be
the
you,
same thing as the
something
old memory
like
because
you.
we're the
You
same
think?
people.
Right.
We not erasing who we are.
Right,
We're
we
erasing the
just
memories
erasing
that
the
we created.
memories that we create. So you can just, so you would just constantly create.
Yeah, it'd probably be Groundhog Day. It'd probably be the same memory all over again because we don't remember the old one.
Right.
What you think?
I think you kind of might be right about that. You would live into something, but you just would never be able to look back on it.
Right.
You know, you would never be, and I think that's kind of not good. That's why I said I would like to keep the memory versus not being able to create more, because my thinking and just the scenario, kind of like going to prison and you got life.
Okay.
And you're not able to really create any more, life stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you still got the memories of the life that you used to have.
I guess.
And if it was a fucked up life, you got that memory.
Memories,
Got fucked up memory. But I'm sure, and even in anybody's life, there was some type of happiness.
Okay.
And you can create and and kind of live off of that. And kind of thrive off of that. That's just my thinking. And how do you feel?
Well, like I said, I feel that we're still the same people.
Okay.
I mean, our childhood memories, that's a little hard to get rid of. But they still can be sacrificed. Because I wouldn't want not to be able to create new memories because
of the old,
older.
and I'm stuck in these old ways.
I'm stuck in the past.
Right, now see, there goes something else. He said something else too. Now that's interesting that now I'm living in the past,
right.
So I'm just trying to stay here.
I'm in the past. Everything's moving forward.
Right,
and I'm still stuck at Freaknik 95.
Oh no! right. So yeah, absolutely, very, very interesting.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my clothes still there because all I remember is
wearing this. This is what I like.
Right.
So that was, I think, that was good. So it is something in this.
Right.
Okay. If nobody remembered you after you died, would it matter since you died, or since you've been dead, or since you would be dead?
I wouldn't know.
So you wouldn't know.
I guess my thing is I wouldn't know. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is, of course you want your legacy to be carried on.
Right.
But it wouldn't bother me because I wouldn't know. Or I could just come down and haunt everybody that don't remember, so they can't remember.
So we can figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I would think if
I can scratch my name in the tables and on mirrors and stuff,
just make people remember
when I walk by.
That's if we have that asset. That's if we have that asset. Right. I think if nobody remembered you after you died, that's kind of bad. That means you didn't live a good life. Not to say a good life, but you didn't live a life of expression. Or something to that nature. You didn't leave an impact. You didn't encourage nobody. You didn't make There was no impression. You left no impression in your little dash between things. So that's kind of sad. Even though you wouldn't be here, but you still want to be remembered.
Right.
You still want someone to say, "Damn, on your birthday lab, I know that nigga be trying to do this," right. So I think you would want to be remembered.
Yeah, I'm agree with you on that.
Right.
I agree with you on that.
Right.
It makes a difference, even though I don't know.
But even though you don't know and wouldn't know.
Right. It still will make a difference.
It makes a difference because that's what we're living for.
Right.
What we leave behind. Is what we live for.
Right.
And to not leave anything, that's not good.
Right.
So I think that is some crazy shit. So I think I got some little crazy questions. What you got for me, Lab? Anything?
I don't have any questions.
No. What you got? Anything to share? Something special happening?
Oh man, I mean, nothing special really. We just living for the weekend.
Okay.
How you been doing? Everybody knows we've been gone a while. Y'all
right,
fuck with
and I've been gone.
Radio, Shanny, JackMe. Y'all know we've been gone for a couple.
We've been gone for a couple of weeks, so we had some
family business.
to take care of.
But we back.
As always.
Always bigger. We're gonna be bigger and better.
Bigger and better, and this is how it goes.
Right. I know y'all haters was out there like, yeah, they finally done shut down.
Oh,
Psych
Lord.
your mind.
Find something else to do. We're still here.
That's right. That's
Don't
right.
get it twisted. The Shanny JackMe show still goes on.
Right.
You know, so let's not get it twisted. Don't be a hater all your life. You know, people. You know what I'm saying? Kill yourself.
Right.
You know, no, but I had to. Let me see what happens with me at work. Okay, I had a coworker that it's only me and her. It's just me and her, right. You know, and she pissed me off because she said some stupid shit, right? And when she said it, and I'm just saying this to say, and I'm gonna make it short, and I ain't gonna make it short, but I'm gonna say this, and then this is gonna be the end of it, some church shit, right? So she said some bullshit, you know, and kind of laughed it off, and you know, I laughed it off too, but it kind of still resided with me afterwards, right?
Okay, you gotta think about it, like, did that?
Right. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I know damn well she didn't, you know. So, but before this, you know, because I like my little job,
right?
And you know, I listen to my headphones, you know, when I walk the property, and I sometimes
mind
listen
your
to
business.
Definitely minding my business. And I'm you know, meditating or listening to something spiritual, or you know, I'm listening to Grace and Purpose, just something. So I had just prayed, right?
Right.
So I just had walked through, and you know, thankful for the moment, you know, and all of that. And here she come with that bullshit. You know, she said that smart shit, and I'm like, the fuck? You know, so that kind of just took away everything that I had just, you know, the little spiritual moment that I thought I was having. So, and so I was going to, because I was going to just listen to, for about an hour, just listening to, you know, the little meditation. And now I'm on the phone with one of my friends talking about what the fuck she just did.
Right.
You know, so I'm saying this to say, and before I said it, before this day even happened, before I got to work, I was talking to the same friend, and we was just talking about how when it was, I think it was in the book of Job, when he when God asked Satan, where you been? You know, and Satan like, shit, I've been everywhere. You know, I've been all up all night. You know, walking on the earth. I've been all over the place. You know, and that morning I was thinking about that piece, and I'm like, that shit crazy as fuck. You know, if you just sit back and think about, this motherfucker said, I ain't been asleep, I've been up all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some shit to get into. I've been looking for bullshit. I've been fucking up shit all night. You know, and I'm like, God damn, that's strong. You know what I'm saying?
And to admit it.
You know, and to admit it, but I'm just saying, to say in our nature and in the spirit realm, that's how he walking around. So I had just finished praying, and he done jumped in my supervisor, because this how I know it was that, because he didn't it didn't happen until after that. You know, so I'm registering in my mind, God damn, now here we go with this bullshit. So now you following me around. You know, and then this is what I'm trying to get to too, is to never, and my friend was trying to tell me, to never let somebody rent space in your head. That's not, I think that's some bullshit to say to someone.
You think so?
I think so. To an extent. You know, don't say it when somebody just said something and they going through something. And see, that's how they gave it back to me. You don't let nobody rent space in your head. And I'm like, no, I'm just registering and processing what the fuck just happened. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know, you know, it's a difference from renting space and just processing.
Right.
You know, and that's what we was talking about. You know, rent space if I be going on and probably thinking about it now. I hope this shit ain't no rented space. You know what I'm saying?
See, people don't realize there's a difference between you thinking about, like, am I gonna have to fuck this motherfucker up?
Right.
Or can I let that slide?
Right.
That's processing.
Right. That's processing.
That's processing. You thinking about, am I gonna have to shoot this nigga?
Right.
Or can I let this slide?
Or could I let it go?
That's process. Now, 3 days later, if you saying,
okay,
am I still gonna have to?
Then I need to, you know?
That's renting space.
Now we done rented some space. Okay. So after we got what, a 24-hour window to rent before we start renting?
Let it go.
To let it go?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they came to me too early with the don't let nobody rent space. No, motherfucker. I'm trying to not go in here and fuck this bitch up and cuss her out. I'm trying not to cuss her out, because it was just crazy, and it's just, how people are, man. People don't be on some crazy shit. So I'm rattling, going on. That's and okay. On about nothing.
I don't think people, see, I do the same thing. I pray, I meditate, I process. I'm studying Stoicism.
Okay.
Which is it's not a Christian thing or anything. It's not even on the Buddhist type. It's Stoicism. It's just like being stoic about certain things not bothering you, knowing that you have to be on a higher plane of certain things. So I sit back and I thought about
I know when you be stoic, you have this type of look. So I know the word, but I never heard of the
it's a
practice.
Study. It's a study.
Okay.
And I've started it last year.
Really?
Around March of last year. And they were saying that, and I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. I had a whole little shebang.
I know they had to go throw into some dumb shit, and then it's fucked up.
Shebang that I was about to throw
out. The stoic.
What did you just say prior to that? Oh, you said you rattling off. What did you say? I'm sorry. You said something prior to that. You were rattling off.
Oh, that is so horrible how we are right now.
Oh, okay. People.
They
were saying. And this is something I kind of put together on my own thing. From the study. They were saying people don't really realize how evil we are in our nature.
Right.
Our nature is evil.
Right.
We have to study and learn to be good.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know if I agree with that totally, but they were saying our nature is to be, they know how people say, well, they always good. Well, you can easily turn to the dark side.
Right.
But they were saying our nature is evil. We're just if you sit back and just think about people and things we do, and how we do, and I had to sit back and I thought about that for a whole day. I wrote in my journal about it.
Right.
And we are evil. We are evil. If we, like, I'm gonna give you a good example. Christians and Baptists and people who go to church. If we believed in half of the things we say we do, we wouldn't do half of the shit that we do to each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So we're not going by that.
Right, we're not going by that. So we are evil people. There's just no way around it.
No, it's not.
You have to think about all the stuff that I'm willing to do.
Right.
I may have done. Right. That person's willing to do it. We are evil people.
We have you know what? And it just came to me and it could be totally wrong, but for you to say that we are evil people, I would think that we all have a dark side. Mm-hmm. And that dark side is there. And we do have to suppress it, by being light, by being positive, Do
you think do you think the dark side is more prevalent than the good side? Or do you think it's an equal plane?
I think it's an equal plane, but we feed into is what side we're fed. What side we feed. You know what I'm saying? Right, so if we on more on that negative shit, we on the dark side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So which side we feed. So if you on the positive, you on the bright. Mm-hmm. You on the brighter side. Mm-hmm. And a more positive person is really fighting harder because they have to. They put off this. I don't have a dark side. Mm-hmm. So you end up thinking, dang, this person is good, but this person is probably even more worse than you are because they're really trying to be positive.
Right.
They're really acting to be a good person. Mm-hmm. That's why the church folk go the most and be there the most because they're really bad people. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they run into this good place, to feel good, and to make themselves that they think of themselves as good. They want that feeling. Right. So they go to these places that make them feel good, or they think that's the way. So I think it's a balance. It's a balance.
I'm just saying that to say how the person you work with can just come out and say something that not messed up your day. I'm not gonna say that, but had you thinking about.
Right.
You had to process something.
Right. Then I gotta start thinking like this.
Right.
So Yeah, that kind of pissed me off, because and then I
Ruin
know
your good day.
right, and then for one thing, we're not even like that,
Right.
so that's how I knew it was something different too. I'm like, this shit here is some bullshit. So,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta watch for the negative energy that floats around. Like I cannot think of that movie where he was Denzel Washington. Time is on your side.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
What?
I want to say, I don't know why we want to call it Ezekiel
I
or
know what you're
something.
talking about. Oh,
But with the cat in the end, it was a spirit that was just going around jumping into
Fallen?
people. That's the name of it.
Fallen.
That is it.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Every day on the everyday,
Right.
on the everyday plan. So. That's just something I experienced this week. So I just experienced a little spiritual traveling of the dark side.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was some bullshit right there. and I take it. I'll take it.
Right.
I'll take it.
Right.
So what we got going on? Because I haven't even been on the social life.
No.
Too tough.
Well, I got back on there recently. Paul Mooney passed away.
Right. I'm like,
Paul
oh my
Mooney
goodness.
Passed away. Of course, the government is doing the bullshit they normally do.
They stay on that, don't even remind me of the things that are happening. So now we back with the fighting of Israel. We back to the war shit.
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing about this stuff when Trump was in the office.
Right.
And I think I think they probably played with more of the media, or did they play with him just minding his business?
I think things happen in cycles. People start stuff up depending on who the president is. You know what I'm saying? Think about, and this is my opinion.
Okay.
Israel probably didn't do any bombers or anything because Trump was in office. Trump was so do this and this. But then now Biden in office, they like, you know what?
His old ass. He probably,
we need to start some shit.
He finna be sleep on the ship most
to
of the
distract
time.
him for,
And so that's what you think?
Oh yeah, it's always something going around to keep our mind occupied.
But see what I could be totally wrong, because y'all know I be on my little conspiracy
and
stuff.
They probably passing, or we watching Palestine, the war, and they passing laws saying, well, we got to get them all 50% of our paycheck or something.
See,
we
way over there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Catering to that.
Right. Right.
I just don't get it.
They always start something when they want to slide something through.
Right. Like, and see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think of the Democrats. I think that they just create, they go towards stuff that's not
See how quickly they got that Asian bill passed.
That's what I'm saying. That was
we've been
crazy.
hated for 400
and we've been
some years.
And we got the same bill on the desk sitting right now.
There. Right.
And you pass it
in 1 month.
In a month. What was that about? I just didn't get that. I'm still trying to figure out what that was about for him to have to do that for the Asian community. And then I don't have no hate for them at all.
No, I have no hate for them either. It's just the fact that, black folks has been persecuted for years and years. I'm reading a book right now called Stamped from the Beginning.
Okay.
It's a book about how, you get what I'm saying? How how all the stuff that they say about us now has started way back when in the early 1500s, from slave ships coming to America, all that stuff. It's called Stamped from the Beginning. Now, I read a book prior to that called People at the Bottom of the Well.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, that book was very deep.
Really?
The scenario at the end of that
book. People
book.
at the bottom of the well, y'all.
Yeah. That scenario at the end of that book threw me off.
Really?
I don't know if you're going to read it, but it was something like.
If you got it upstairs, I definitely read it.
I can ebook it.
Okay.
All my books are ebooks.
I can go for that.
So I can keep more of them with me.
Right. So you can pull it out when you want.
Yeah, I can pull it out when I want.
Right.
But that book was deep. But the Step from the Beginning is just basically how they call, how they call us thugs and thieves and lazy and all that stuff. And then when I started the book, we was in like 1350, 1400, and they were saying exactly the same thing.
Right in 1300, the things that they're saying now, it's still the same. Of
course, they said it in another way, but it still
was that perception.
Exactly
It still was the same.
What we go through now.
Right.
And The book is 500 pages, y'all.
So that ain't a lot. Understand that, y'all. 500 motherfucking pages.
Ain't
read
a
them.
lot. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're not a lot.
We all need to read anyway.
Definitely,
But
we definitely have to
it's just
step
a good
that
book.
up.
That so far, what I've been reading, I really have a hard time putting it down because I want to learn this stuff. I want to learn how. But it's called Stamp from the Beginning. Everybody should read it.
Stamp from the Beginning. That's something I'm gonna type in right now to remember.
It's just the ideological thoughts
thinking.
of how thinking of how this stuff comes about, and why we can't. This is probably one of the reasons why we can't get some of the stuff we need passed because the thinking still goes on today.
To those type of to that base,
right?
You know, back to the beginning,
right?
No, we're not gonna pass this because this how this goes.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that, you know. So, I really I enjoyed today because I really do have to go. I really do, and that's just because of I'm short of time.
Right. And we just wanted to get one in.
We had to get one in for March.
She here.
Oh, for March. See, y'all not really got to go now. But I had to get one in from the month of May.
That's right.
You know, but that's okay. We'll be back here in May next week.
Because
May is still to be May.
On time.
On time, 2:00.
Yeah.
And I have somebody here. There's something going on.
We'll figure it out.
Either way, Shanny JackMe show live here in Misfits Radio, Westside Misfits tomorrow at 3:00.
That's right.
No, they better be at 3:01, motherfucker.
We're gonna be at 3:05. You high yet tomorrow at 1:00?
You high yet at 1:00? Make sure y'all tune in to this for the smoke boys. they be smoking. I be fake smoking and shit.
They be real smoking. They had jars on the table.
I'm not in competition. Understand that? Y'all got it. You beat. You won. I don't have it in me. So definitely next week, Shanny JackMe show be back in effect. So yeah, stay tuned for these interviews. I got a lot of little stuff coming up. So let's make it happen. Misfits Radio. Let's go.